Why has the DJI Avata 3 gone completely silent when every other DJI product leaks months in advance? That alone should raise some eyebrows. Because usually, by this point, we would have specs, images, maybe even early footage floating around. But this time, almost nothing. And that silence might actually be the biggest clue. In this video, we are breaking down the latest leak, why DJI might be changing direction, and whether the next Avata is even a normal upgrade anymore. Trust me, this one gets interesting. So here's what we know. A recent leak suggests the DJI is actively working on the Avata 3 with a possible launch sometime next year. But here's the twist. This might not be a simple upgrade over the Avata 2. Instead of just improving camera quality or battery life, DJI could be rethinking what the Avata even is. You know, it's funny, when companies go quiet like this, it is usually not because nothing is happening, it is because something bigger is being worked on behind the scenes, and that is exactly what this feels like. Now here's where it gets really interesting. There is a strong hint that the Avata 3 could be influenced by the upcoming Avata 360 concept. Think about that for a second. Instead of just an FPV drone with a forward camera, we could be looking at something that blends immersive 360 capture with FPV flying. That would completely change how content is created. Imagine flying first person while also capturing everything around you in full 360. Sounds amazing on paper, but in real life, it raises a big question. Does that actually improve the Avata experience or complicate it? Here's where the debate gets juicy. The Avata lineup has always been about accessible FPV flying. Not too complex, not too basic, just that perfect middle ground. So if DJI pushes it toward 360 capture, does it lose that identity? In my experience, when a product tries to do everything, it sometimes forgets what made it great in the first place. The Avata 360 already exists for immersive capture. So the real question is, should the Avata 3 follow that path or stay focused on pure FPV performance? Because if they go too far in one direction, they risk alienating the core audience. Now don't get it twisted, this does not mean hardware upgrades are off the table. Earlier leaks still point towards some serious improvements. We are talking about a larger camera module, possibly even a 1-inch sensor, better transmission range, a redesigned body, and even 4-blade propellers for improved stability. On paper, that sounds like a solid evolution. But here's the catch. If those upgrades are combined with a completely new direction, the final product could feel very different from what people expect. And that is both exciting and a little risky. So, what do we know? DJI might not just be building a better Avata, they might be redefining the entire lineup. This could be less of a direct successor and more of a transition into a new style of aerial content creation. And honestly, that explains the silence. When you are changing direction, you do not leak early, you control the narrative. The real question is whether this move makes the Avata better or just different. So what do you think? Should DJI keep the Avata focused on FPV or push it into 360 territory? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What happens when a product leaks inside an official store? That's exactly what just happened with the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro. Not a blurry factory shot, not a sketchy listing, but a real device, powered on, being used in a retail environment. And here's the crazy part. It wasn't even planned. A customer walked in already holding the camera. The staff noticed it, and within seconds, a quick clip was recorded. That video lasted just over half a minute before disappearing, but by then, it was already too late. Screenshots spread everywhere. And now, for the first time, we have a clear look at what DJI is about to release. So in this video, we're breaking down everything that clip revealed, what it confirms, and why this might be a bigger upgrade than it looks. So what makes this leak different from everything we've seen before? Simple. It's real-world usage. This wasn't a controlled demo, not a staged teaser, just a spontaneous moment inside an authorized DJI store in Kuala Lumpur. And moments like this are rare because they show the product exactly as it is. No marketing polish, no scripted angles. The fact that the video was quickly removed actually makes it even more interesting. It suggests DJI didn't want this out just yet. But as always, once something hits the internet, it doesn't disappear. And from what we can see, this is easily the clearest look at the Pocket 4 Pro so far. At first glance, the design looks very familiar. DJI didn't reinvent the Pocket formula, and honestly, that's probably a good thing. The compact body is still there, along with the signature 3-axis mechanical gimbal. But look a little closer and you start noticing subtle refinements. The proportions feel slightly more polished, the body looks cleaner, and overall, it gives off a more refined, premium vibe. You know what's funny? It's one of those designs that doesn't scream change, but the more you look at it, the more it feels upgraded. And that's usually where DJI does its best work. One of the biggest visible upgrades is the screen. The Pocket 4 Pro now features a flip-out 2-inch OLED display, and this is huge, especially for vloggers. Framing yourself while recording becomes way easier, and the brightness looks noticeably improved. That matters more than people think. Shooting outdoors with a dim screen can be frustrating, so a brighter display instantly improves usability. It also reinforces what this camera is designed for: quick, solo content creation without needing extra gear. Just pull it out, flip the screen, and start shooting. Now let's talk about the smaller details that actually make a big difference. The control layout remains simple, with a joystick for gimbal movement and quick access buttons for one-hand operation. That simplicity is intentional. This is a camera you use on the go, not something you want to navigate through menus every time. But here's where it gets interesting. There is now a built-in LED light on the front. And this might sound like a minor addition, but think about it. Low-light selfies, indoor vlogging, quick night shots. Instead of attaching external lights, you now have instant illumination built in. It's one of those features that doesn't sound exciting until you actually need it. Now, while the leak mainly shows the design, it also brings back some of the performance rumors. We're hearing potential support for 4K at up to 240 frames per second, which would be huge for slow motion content. There are also whispers of 6K recording, though that part is still not confirmed. The sensor is expected to remain around the 1-inch size, similar to the previous generation, but with improved processing for better low-light performance. Battery capacity may also increase, which could push recording time past 200 minutes. And on the connectivity side, Wi-Fi 6 support is rumored, meaning faster file transfers when moving footage to your phone. So on paper, it sounds like a familiar setup, but refined in all the right places. So what does all of this really tell us? When a device shows up inside an authorized retail store, it usually means one thing: launch is very close. DJI doesn't move inventory this early unless everything is ready behind the scenes. And based on what we've seen, the Pocket 4 Pro is shaping up to be a smarter, more refined version of an already successful formula. Not a complete redesign, but a focused upgrade built around real creator needs. So now, I'm curious, do you think this is enough to upgrade from the Pocket 3, or were you expecting something more drastic? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next.